Rosie O'Donnell. Her Lifetime movie America premieres Saturday, February 28th at 9 p.m. Now, people know that you are very altruistic. You give money. You're very much into charities, but I don't think they realize how much of your own money that you give, and I've heard that it's rumored to be like $100 million.
Well, you know what? People who have a lot should give a lot. I was really lucky, you know, I have to say. Like I always tell my kids, you have to realize Mommy had a lucky talk show and kind of hit the lottery.
But you're anonymous. Like,
yeah, because
you know,
I don't think you should try to take credit for it. I think it kind of ruins the... But, you know, there's another side of it. You know, my publicist always says to me, you know, why don't you do... I'm like, I can't. It's not in my nature. I can't, like... But people need to know so they can donate. People need to... I'm like, ugh. So it's hard for me to talk about. I don't know.
It is hard. Tell me about the Super Kids program that you started, because I remember this from your talk show.
Yeah, that was probably my favorite thing we ever did on the show. And it was right after Columbine, which was a very difficult time for me. I think it was I had like a breakdown after that. And I don't know why, but I think in my own fantasy I thought that when I got to a position of power or of fame that I would be able to affect change in the world. And when I saw children being pulled out of a school and then the gun situation, and it just, I don't know, it was way too much for me. And I wanted to show children and teens who were successful on the news, not just the ones who did horrible things. And Kellogg's was unbelievable. They said they would pay for these kids that we chose. We had wonderful producers who found needing, deserving, intelligent, great kids. They would pay for their 4 years of college wherever they got in.
Wherever they got in.
And so at the break, at the commercial break, I would say to the kid, now listen to me. You have a free ride. You go to Ivy League. Ivy League. Do you hear me? And so some of them did, and you know, that was the best part because it was so difficult because these kids had suffered and struggled and succeeded so much, and I didn't want to treat them as victims because they're not victims. They were survivors. And so to do a roll-in piece that was moving and really got people to understand who they were, I didn't see the pieces usually until that day. So I was trying so hard not to cry.
Though there was one that really, really touched you. Like, and I remember this. We have a clip of that moment from the Rosie O'Donnell show. Check this out. It was 2001.
Angie was born into poverty to alcoholic parents.
I remember crying every day. I was incredibly hungry. I remember going over to a neighbor's house and asking them for a piece of bread.
Her hardships included wearing the same pair of holy shoes for 4 years in a row.
It's like walking with pebbles. You know, you step on them, and you have to go through this for a very long time.
Through it all, Angie prevailed and went to UCLA. And when she appeared on Rosie's show, her kindness was overwhelming.
Kellogg's is happy to pay for your full college scholarship to UCLA. You're a wonderful kid and a big inspiration.
Is it possible to have half of my scholarship go to the September 11 cause? Because, I mean, I have 2 arms, 2 legs, and I could still work for the scholarships. I could still work for the money. I'll be happy to just give half of it.
We'll be right back. Katie Lang. That's me trying not to cry.
Yes, I saw that. I saw you trying not to cry.
You know, now that I'm older and in menopause, I don't control it as well. But I was trying. It shocked me. And that girl moved me so much. It was after 9/11 when I was also a wreck. And I didn't expect that. It was the only time on my show I've been truly surprised. And I couldn't hold it together, you know.
Well, I have another surprise for you.
Oh, no. What are you doing?
Angie is here.
No kidding.
Yes.
Oh, my God.
She is in law school. Come on out here, Angie!
Good to see you. I haven't seen any of the Super Kids. I bumped into one in the street. I was walking in the street and this girl starts crying and hugging me. She goes, "You gave me a college goal." But how, you went to law school?
Yes, I'm actually, because of what you did, you were a catalyst
that enabled me to graduate UCLA and ended up in one of the top law schools in the country.
Oh, honey, come here. Good for you, sweetheart. I'm proud of you. You did a great
Oh,
job.
my gosh. So what school do you go to?
Berkeley Law.
Berkeley Law.
Berkeley Law!
Oh, my God!
That is
Tell us
amazing.
what your plans are for the future.
I want to be a public interest lawyer, and I'm actually interning this summer at the Impact Fund, working on class action suits that deal with gender discrimination and civil rights cases. And after that, I eventually would like to be a law professor.
Not only are you the first to graduate college from your family, you're the first to graduate high school from your immediate family.
Yeah.
So we have to take a break, but what do you want to say to Rosie?
I am so grateful. You gave me such an opportunity that I made sure not to go to waste. I ended up graduating with honors from UCLA and double majoring in Chicano studies and women's studies. And against everybody's advice, they said, what are you going to do with Chicano studies and a women's studies major? I said, I'm going to follow my heart no matter what. And I ended up now a second-year law student at Berkeley. And I wanted to thank you.
Honey, you deserve it. It's all you. You did it. You did it.
That's the great Rosie O'Donnell, whose new movie, America, premieres Saturday night, February 28th at 9 p.m. on Lifetime. Now, throughout her career, Rosie has never been afraid to speak her mind on a variety of subjects. And that's why I'd like to do a little something to get her Rosie opinion.
Oh, my goodness.
Yes.
Here we go. What's
There
it
we
going
go.
to be?
I can't believe I'm actually being able to do this right now.
I can't either. I have no idea what you're going to ask, but I'll do my best.
The bloggers are getting ready right now.
Exactly.
Okay, so I have to ask you about the octuplet mama, the one that's looking like, yeah.
Yeah, that seems to be a very, very sad case to me. You know, it seems as though she maybe has some mental health issues, and, you know, I don't know what the doctor was thinking, really, truthfully. But I feel tremendous compassion not only for her, but for her family and mostly for the children.
Do you think that do you think it's a ploy, like a publicity stunt to get, like, money?
Well, I think it goes deeper than that with her. It seems, from what I've seen, that you know, it goes much deeper than that. It's almost a compulsion that she had and could not stop. Her mother told her not to. And, you know, but then again, when you see something on the news, you never know. But the facts that she has 6 children and then had 8 more, and she's single and on food stamps. I don't know. One has to think.
What about Alex Rodriguez admitting that he did steroids for a couple of years?
Well, you know, I'm proud of him that he admitted that.
So am I, right?
Yes.
I'm so proud of him for that, too.
Listen, it's not a good thing to do. Not only are steroids bad for the baseball industry, but you grow a 3rd head or something.
Yes.
You know, it, like, you know, makes your wiener get littler. I don't know, but it does something bad to you if you're a guy, and if you're a girl, you have a mustache. So I don't know, but I was proud that he owned up to it. You know, every celebrity, sports celebrity, or any kind of public figure in the United States is held up to a standard that's unrealistic.
It's not real. It's not perfect.
And everyone's a human being. They come with their crap like everyone else does, and it's the same thing that you go through with your neighbors and your friends is the same thing that public figures go through. So,
what about Michael Phelps?
Well, same situation. That kid is an unbelievable athlete, and he's probably the best athlete ever in his field. And, you know, he was at a party, and I really think that, you know, it's not good to hold him to a standard that most of us don't hold to ourselves to. I feel really, really bad about the kid at the party who thought, let me take a picture and sell that.
That's what I don't understand, Rosie. Explain that to me. First of all, pot smoking. I do not condone that. I've never smoked pot in my life. I don't condone it.
No, it's not a good thing.
I don't understand the psyche of a person that wants to ruin somebody else.
Well,
what
especially
is that?
someone like that. This boy who had learning disabilities, who was with a single mom, and his mom's a principal at a school in Baltimore, a public school and special needs school, got this kid through, and he broke every record. He needs and deserves to be held in high esteem. And, you know, some people equate marijuana with liquor. In California, you can get a license for marijuana. It's not as though it's heroin and cocaine, and I am by no means endorsing it, but I am saying, you know, please, you know, how many people in this room? Anyone here ever try marijuana? Let me just think.
I haven't.
Oh,
but...
a few have. Look, and all the other ones are kind of lying, I think. But
I swear, only only like 12 people raised their hands.
No, not 12. Let's turn off the cameras and do it at the commercial. Then we'll see how many hands go up.
Okay, what about Christian Bale's rant? I have not seen this, but I was told
Nor
to
have
ask
I,
you
but
about
I've heard
this.
about it. But, you know, the thing is that here's another instance, like Michael Phelps at a party and some kid with a cell phone. He's on a movie set. We don't know what part he's playing. We don't know what scene it is. In the movie that I did with the young boy who'll be coming out, we had very emotional scenes of crying. And you have to get yourself really to a position. And apparently the guy walked across for the 8th time, the lighting guy or something, and he went, "What the? You know, and the audio was released.
Who releases the audio?
I don't know, but it makes you worried about, like, doing a movie. Or now you should see, like, in the commercials, I'm not saying anything on this show.
So we will be right back. Let's be quiet, Rosie. We'll be back.
Yeah, we're not saying a word.